Alright, let's start episode 8. Let's get it going. Sounds like everything's good and ready to go. The sound's up. Systems go. Other systems go. Let's go. Let's move it along a little bit. Alright, this is stuff we saw already. Oh, yeah, that's something he's not going to want to hear. Let's get right to it, though. Here we go.
Before your final decisions. So, just keep that in mind as we get into what your choices are tonight. You know when you're living your life over there and a camera's 2 feet in front of you, you can't help but know there's a camera there. But whether you are sure of this or not, there are moments when a camera isn't right in front of you that they've been able to roll videotape. So, videotape from the other side of the island.
Here we go.
Your boyfriends in moments where they may or may not have been aware that that moment was caught on videotape.
Here we go. She's already scared.
Shannon, let's start with you.
I went first last time.
And you're so
She sounds very confident.
good at it.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll
See it?
watch, yeah.
Okay.
Shannon, no headphones, right? No headphones.
No headphones.
This could be a grenade.
Okay.
They're all nodding their head because they're like, yes, I get to see what's going to happen and hear it.
You want to scoot down here? Yeah.
You want to scoot down here and come find out what's going to happen?
All right, press play when you're ready.
Yeah, she wanted that. She was waiting for a while for that, guys. She's smiling, but that is the fakest smile ever. Yeah, she's scooting over. She keeps getting closer and closer. She's literally smiling right now. They're both just content, happy, chilling. She definitely is jealous. Look at her. Look at her face. Yeah, they're both chilling right now, guys. Some reason. She's just blinking her eyes. Yeah, we know she's lying. She's not okay. Like every time she says she's okay, she lies, and then she writes notes and paragraphs and stashes notes here and there and goes crazy. So we know she's lying.
It is exactly what I thought it would be.
If it's exactly what you thought it would be, you wouldn't be watching it now, would you?
What was it? I haven't seen it yet.
It was just.
Mark is lying. He sees all this shit. He picks and chooses when to, act like he doesn't know what's going on. He just wants he just wants to know where her head's at and to see what she's gonna say about it.
Him really bonding with Nyla, and I wouldn't expect anything less of him. Honestly,
They were bonding,
he's
all right.
a good, emotional, strong connection, and I hope he's getting the questions about our relationship answered.
Guys, she is not feeling this at all. Like, she's pissed. Look at her face. Her face is not matching what she's saying at all. She's trying to convince herself that, guys. She's not feeling that.
Surprised that it was Nyla in the tape, or were you surprised?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. So you know that's your competition, I guess.
Absolutely not. Honestly, it looked like she was really upset. It's not like they were in
She was not upset at all. What are you talking about?
a real intimate place when they were laying.
What do you mean they weren't in an intimate place? They're in a bed. It doesn't get more intimate than that. What is she talking about?
Out of bed, but she was upset.
Guys, she was not upset. She was with the guy she wanted to be with. If she was upset, she wouldn't have been there and she would have been crying and off somewhere. She was not upset. She was fine. Look, see, she looked away because she knew that she was not upset. Like, this girl, Catherine, knows if she's laying up next to a guy like that, you are not upset. You're just content. You're happy. You're right where you want to be. So she knows that she's straight full of shit right now.
And I think he honestly, I think that he's finding the answers that he needs about our relationship, but
That she might be a better woman?
he's probably going to hurt her in the process. I mean,
Oh, so she thinks that he's gonna go back to her. That's what she's assuming. She's assuming that he's doing this and is gonna leave that girl for her. That's what she's assuming. She better hope so. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think Nyla's a better match for him.
that's my hope, but I mean,
She's too controlling and crazy, guys, and you know she brings it out a lot behind the scenes. Because we're seeing a lot on camera. So what do you think she does when the cameras aren't on?
I feel bad for her, and it was
I feel bad for him that he was dealing with her, actually.
evident that he felt bad for her also.
Nah, he was just in there. This is her convincing herself that she's being a bitch right now. She just can't handle the fact that those two are connecting. That's all this is, guys. This is bitch babble. Yeah, he said, you saw that? Look at how Mark said, okay, because he knows that's bitch babble. Look at this. Look at how Mark said, oh, okay.
Her also.
See? Look at his face. He's like, all right, sure, whatever you say. Like, Mark is not buying this shit. He just wants to hear the stupidity.
All right, Catherine. Catherine.
The narcissist. I'm just going to call her Narc.
Yes, I'll watch.
Okay, Narc.
I assume.
Little Narky. It's funny how she did that little prissy little smile. Let's see if she's smiling after she sees what she's not going to like seeing.
When you're ready.
But when it comes to getting to know somebody, when it comes to like getting to be close to somebody, I mean, I don't just grab anybody and say, "Come over here and hang out." And that's not me. It's not. I mean, I've gotten close to a few people in my day, but it's not like that.
Yeah, see, he's a smooth talker, guys. He knows how to like slow down his speech, talk very slow, because he knows women hang on every word. The slower you talk, the more enticed they get. That's what you do. You talk slow and smooth. He knows exactly what to say to get girls basically wet for him. He knows what to do in that aspect, but there's a lot more he needs to learn, though. He knows how to get them in bed, but he doesn't know how to like keep them operating properly.
Amanda's like rock star party. I like having a good time. I look at her and I look at like someone that's a sister. Okay? You on the other hand are just different. I mean, I've like kissed you, I've like held you, I've like swam in the same water as you, and I've just kind of looked at you as like not a sister, not a mother.
He's attracted to her. That's all you gotta say.
Someone that I was attracted to, and I don't know, I separate you from the other two girls.
And his current girl. And she knows that means her. That was the dagger, guys, because that he says I separate you from the other two girls, but he's also talking about her, guys, and she knows it. Women are social creatures, so she knows what that means. That's a dagger, and look at her blink right after he says it, because she's trying not to show emotion. But look at this, watch.
The other two girls.
Watch wait for the blink. Watch, because it's a dagger. Watch it. Wait for it. Right there, right there. You saw that little twitch. That's a dagger, but she's trying not to show it, but she's pissed because he's basically saying like she doesn't measure up. He said, "Are you good?" And she's probably gonna lie. Let's see it.
Once again, came off looking kind of foolish.
Why would he come off looking foolish? He's just telling a girl that he's feeling her, and he's not feeling you. Is that why? Because it makes you look foolish? See, it's funny how every time that Imundo looks like a beast or he looks like a G, she wants to be like, oh, he looks foolish. No, sweetie, you look foolish because he doesn't give a shit about you, and you were trying to play him the whole time. So you see how it feels now.
I believe it was Linda, and it looked like he was basically just trying to let her know that
He wasn't trying. He let her know. She got the idea, and they're both feeling each other, whether she likes it or not.
got her differently than the other girls, and
Including yourself, so don't forget that you're included in that.
he's kissed her and grabbed her and touched her and
Everything he's done to you, yeah, I'm doing it to her, and he likes her more.
in the same pool, probably naked.
Probably naked. Is that because that's something you would do? Because we're making assumptions here.
it's funny. I'm kind of.
It's not funny. It's funny to no one, actually. It's life. It's just what it is.
Emotionless.
If you were emotionless, you wouldn't even be speaking on this at all in any type of form. You'd just be saying, I'm over it, because you'd have nothing to say, but you'd have a lot to say for someone who's emotionless.
I'm noticing that too.
You know, I wish that
Come on, Mark. You're better than that. But I think he's trying to get her to talk more because he likes the bitch babble.
he was presenting himself a little bit better.
Presenting himself a little bit better, a little bit nitpicking here, a little nitpicky. Like, is that what we're reaching for? Oh, he's not presenting himself better. How the fuck do you want him to present himself?
I'm kind of disappointed a little bit.
Are you disappointed that it's not you? Because there's nothing to be disappointed about other than it's not you, and he's not pedestalizing you as he should never be doing.
I'm kind of emotionless. I don't.
You guys, do you believe her? She's kind of emotionless, leaning into the camera, like convincing guys. The more a woman tries to convince you of something, the more the opposite is true. And this is what I mean right here. Look at what she's doing. She's trying so hard to convince us that she has no emotions over this. But look at her face. Look at her voice. Or listen to her voice. Look at the way she's leaning down forward. Look at her inflection. Like, everything about this is off.
I don't know how to explain that.
Because you're not emotionless. You have a lot of emotions running through you, so therefore you can't explain it. That's what happens when you get hit with emotions. You can't explain shit. So now we know she's lying.
You all right?
Yeah, I think so.
She thinks so because she's not okay, guys. Like how much lying in one sentence can you do? This is what I mean when women speak covertly.
I think so.
She says it twice, so she's not all right. I think so. I think so. Is that someone that's all right? Or someone that's contemplating? Like, come on.
Bill, your turn. Got free pals to be there.
Let's move this along.
What's your heartbeat so fast? It's yours.
So that means, I think, guys, what he said there, he knew his heart was beating fast, but he knows that his girl's going to hear all this shit. So he said that on purpose. He said, why is your heart? He knows his heart's beating fast. He's like, why is your heart beating fast? She said, it's yours. He wanted her to know that he's feeling her and he can't fake it. And it's confirmed. It's confirmed from her, you know? Small shit like that. It's the little things, man. Look at how old she's looking, guys. Look at her eyes. They're all drawn out. It looks like she has two black eyes, guys. Look at her eyes. Look at this. Like, she has to, like, go heavy on the makeup to, like, hide it and cover it. Like, she looks kind of old, man. She looks hit right now. I ain't trying to wake up to that, like, ever. And neither was he, which is why he's here. Look how old she looks compared to these other girls. Like, the other girls got, like, look at, like, the shine that these girls have on their cheeks. Like, her, and then you come to her, they put her in, like, the dark. Because they're, like, not trying to really show her like that. But she got no shine to her. Look at these shine in her. At least these other girls got shine in them. She looks, like, exhausted.
Okay, like I so knew that was coming, right?
Oh, yeah, because you told us, upon your arrival, you told us your boyfriend's a player. So you committed yourself to a player. That pre-selection was hard. You know, that's all that is. She knew it was coming. Confirmation right there.
What was it?
Him just telling a girl he enjoyed her company and some kissing.
Kiss.
She just tried to gloss over and some kissing, and then look at her. She smiles and laughs. She's laughing at her, guys. Like, see, these women aren't your friends.
A girl he enjoyed her company and
Watch.
some kissing.
Kiss.
See, she laughs and smiles. She's laughing at you.
Yeah.
And you said it's all good.
See, that stuff makes women look like a fool, not men.
It doesn't feel good, you know? I mean, I'm watching my man kiss some other
Whoa. Pull the e-brake. That's not your man. Don't forget.
woman. And
It's just your turn right now.
issue there, but I mean, you know, I happen to think there's a lot of that going around on the island.
Yeah, and you're included. You did it the first night, which is why he's kind of done with you.
Doesn't make it feel better, but it's acceptable here.
Oh, as if it's her doing, as if she gave him permission to. Like, come on now. You don't control shit.
I just want to yes, all that you say. That's what this is about. Seeing yourself is a huge part of it. And when you get glimpses of your boyfriend, seeing them not as what your mind has painted your relationship being, but seeing who they are.
It's Disney. It's what they build up in their heads. Just open your eyes. What the hell is she doing with her forehead?
Right now.
We haven't seen Tommy's
No,
videotape
he's
yet.
slurring his speech. He's, not
He's slurring his speech. Come on, guys. He's slurring his speech because this experiment is alcohol induced. Something we see you with a cup in your hand all the time, slurring your speech all the time. What are we talking about?
very eloquently. Let's put it
And he's not speaking very eloquently. Are you serious? What is so eloquent in the way you're speaking? Are we serious? Like, she's nitpicking right now. This is absolutely retarded. It's because he is over her. That's why. And look at her. She's like, oh, okay. She's nitpicking too, because she's like, are you serious? You're mad of him being not eloquent, but my man's got his tongue down a woman's throat. That's what she's thinking. She's like, you're a stupid bitch. That's what she's thinking, literally. And then Mark turned away thinking the same thing. Like, wow, are you serious? It's because she's a narc.
Nicole, what do you want to
Look
do?
at her.
I want them to watch.
Do you want to see it?
So she wants to be made a fool of.
For the waterworks.
She ain't even going to cry because she's been doing worse.
All right, honey.
She's a skank too. It's kind of hard to see what's actually happening. They make it more dramatic than it is. Looks like they're hooking up right now. This is the white girl though, the one that made a move on him. The one that wears that green or blue fucking eye shit. Like, she's just a quick lay, man. That's why no one picked her, because she's just for fun. I think all the guys took a turn on her. Yeah, he's taking off the pants, it looks like.
That's his prerequisite.
That's everyone's when it's leading to sex. Like, she's trying to be funny, but it's not funny. Like, she's trying to make a joke out of this. But she doesn't care that much because she was already getting fucked. She was already getting back shots.
What was it?
Possible face shots.
Get exactly what he wants.
Getting what you got.
He's about to sleep with somebody.
Something you did.
He's about to have sex with someone.
You know that because you know him?
Yeah.
Because you don't actually know. Like, 'cause this is her just making up a story in her head because we don't actually know. This is just her just trying to... being guilty, basically, because she did it already.
I know exactly what was about to happen, which will...
Because she does it a lot, too. She's a skank. Look at how dramatic this bitch is. Like, it's not your man, like, at all. It has nothing to do with you. Like, oh my god, he put his dick in something. Oh my god, he put his dick in something. Oh, somebody stop the presses. He put his dick in something. Oh my god.
And that's fine, because...
I am doing it too, she's gonna say. And that's what she knows she's going to say, too. That's why she looked away. Yeah, you signed up for this, so this is what you get.
It's weird. I mean, I really thought I would be upset. It's so strange. I really thought that I
But
would
she's
be
not,
upset
because she's a
when I saw-
skank and she's doing it, too.
You know what? Maybe it's because the connection I made here,
Yeah.
you know...
Oh, now they're thinking about their dirt, because they like to forget about that.
made a similar connection, so I can't
A
necessarily...
similar connection. See, guys? A similar connection means I banged someone, too. She just confirmed it right there, guys. Because we don't know that Tommy had sex. She's saying that she thinks he did, but now she's saying, by saying I made a similar connection, she's saying that she had sex with the guy. So that's how we know, guys. There it is. We caught her. Let women talk long enough, and they're going to rat on themselves.
feel angry at him.
A lot to think about. But
And then, you see, look at how she looked back and looked away, guys. It's because she's doing it, too. Look.
Feel angry at him.
See? She smiled Because she's feeling the same way, guys. She looked over because she's doing the same thing and she's feeling the same way. She's fucking that dude Brian, so she can't be mad at Emundo either. And she's feeling the same way. Oh, I don't feel anything. But they have a lot to say, though. They're playing both sides of the fence. They do feel a certain way, but they can't say shit because they're skanks.
A lot to think about. But there's two things.
And a lot to do.
Now until you leave. One is, what drew you to that person that you came here with?
Attraction and sex. Usually, that's what a relationship requires. So that's usually what it is.
Who really is that person that you came here with? More information, so if you want to sit so we can see, it'll be helpful for me. But your final dates are coming up, and you'll be making those choices very soon. Here it is. That's it.
All right.
It's so weird. I really feel fine.
Bullshit. Stop the cap.
And that scares me. Dude, you
I thought, but it scares you? It makes no sense to say that in the same breath and say it scares you. Stop it. You feel fine, but it scares you? You wouldn't feel fine then if it scares you. Like, you see how they contradict themselves? He's about to have sex, and look at this one, the instigator. Because everything's falling in the tubes for her, now she has to ruin it for everyone else. Misery loves company. Like, why is she saying this shit? I think they're gonna have sex. Like, bitch, shut up. Worry about your own shit. He was taking off his pants. No, he took his pants off. Get over it. Y'all all took your pants off. Y'all walk around in fucking nothing.
I think he leaned over and picked up a rubber. And
Oh, I think he leaned over and picked up a rubber. We're making up stories and scenarios of shit that we don't know. Because she said, I think, so you don't know. Now, why are you even saying this shit? Because she's trying to throw a grenade and everything. That's why. Like, single women keep each other single. And right now, they're single. And they're all trying to sabotage each other. Again, get over it. Oh my god, he grabbed the condom. Oh my god. He stuck his dick in there. Oh my god, I'm not that special. Oh my god, there's other vaginas he can fuck. Oh my god.
I was in a towel with no clothes on. All four of us were watching it because I was really on a lot of sensory.
And it looks like there's someone laying next to them in another bed.
Girls saw that I missed.
did you not hear the sound of the plastic?
Oh, stop it. Like, she is so annoying. Who the hell is hearing that?
I did not hear that.
Oh my god.
He leaned over
Like,
the knife.
how are you even hearing that?
Rubber.
Like, she must have really just been trying to look for something.
And you saw his legs come out.
Well, y'all were doing the same, and it's worse when you do it because it's easy for y'all to get sex.
Brother man's gonna get his.
Oh my gosh. My guy looks better than his girl.
Yes, you are.
According to who? And they're obviously going to agree with each other to inflate each other's egos, but not true. I'd say the other guys, the girls that they pick as their number one, look better than the girls they have initially, I'd say. Like, let's just be honest with that. Right now, they're going to agree with each other because they're friends, right? Coddle each other, lie to each other. Annoying. See how they laughed? Because they know it's not true. They know it's not true. Why would you laugh? Because it's bullshit.
I'm really happy.
Really? You're really happy? The only reason you'd be happy is because you know it absolves you.
I saw John and Nyla laying on a bed together, pretty far apart, but she was crying and
She was not crying and she was not upset. This is just a woman lying and making herself feel better, convincing herself of something to feel better to sleep at night. Because just stop it, man. Look at is that a girl that's crying and uncomfortable? Look at that hip thrust. She literally thrusted her hip from here all the way over there. She wants to come over. If she didn't want to come over, she'd tell him to stop and leave or get off of that bed. This is all consensual, so don't let this bitch try to convey some fake story and like change shit up just because she doesn't like what she's seeing.
and said, come here.
Look at how she pounced on him. She wants this. Like, she wants him to like go far. Like, look at this. He's got the hand on the butt. Like, she's down with all this. She's got her arms around him. Like, this is like an intimate moment. Let's be honest.
She rolled on top of him and he gave her a great big hug.
Yeah, she did roll on top of him. Don't forget it. She rolled on top of him. Don't forget it.
And then she rolled away from him, far away on the other side of the bed.
She didn't roll away. He probably said something to her. That's probably what it is. He probably said something, and she got probably taken aback for a second, and then look what happens.
And he was like,
And then he said, "Come back over," and then she scooched back over. I know that's what happened. They were probably hugging, and he probably said something in her ear, and then she said, "Oh, what?" He probably said something sexual, where it took her back, like, "Whoa, wait, really?" And then he said, "Yeah," and then she came back over, and he said, "Come back over," and then she said, "All right," and then she scooted back over. That's all that
and
happened.
he pulled her and just kind of laid her next
That's
to him,
all that
arm
happened.
around her.
It feels bad. Like I could see how bad it felt. Can you guys see it? I mean,
No, they couldn't see it. Like, look at her. She's smiling, and she's looking at her. Like, they're looking at each other like, nah, bitch. Like, no, that was consensual. Like, they're looking at each other like, nope, I don't see what you're seeing, girl.
pulled over and he's like, no, come here, it's okay. I mean, he like felt
Ah, and then look at her. She looked over to her, looked over, and then looks back, right? And then look.
bad for him.
It looks over again, and then looks down, and now she's trying not to laugh. Because all three of these girls know that she's full of shit. Like, she's just trying to say some shit right now that makes no sense. Like, that's not even what happened. What she's saying didn't happen. So, this is the shit women do to try. Now she's trying to get them to comply and see what they think. They're not trying to comply. They're looking down at it and looking at each other like, this girl's crazy. Like, nah, girl. They wanted that. Like, someone's got to break it to her. Who's going to break it to her? Let's see if they keep lying to her, because we all know she's full of shit.
She's nervous.
And she looked down again because she's uncomfortable. She doesn't want to be the one to break it to her. Like, girl, nah, that was consensual.
That's a fear a lot of people don't want to face. You know, you see people cheating on their
Yeah, see,
spouses or whatever all the
that's
time.
exactly what it is. She doesn't want to face the fear that her man is probably into that other girl more. That's all it is.
Just don't want to accept it. And so when it's on a video camera in front of your face, there's nothing you can deny about it.
But she's trying to deny it right now. She's trying to bring you three in, and all three of you are not even trying. All you are looking away like, nope, like, nah.
That's a fear.
His finger was moving on her stomach.
Yeah, and if she didn't like that, she would leave. She's digging this, guys. Like, she's got her hands on his. Like, she's digging this, guys. I don't care what she's trying to say.
But that doesn't mean anything. That means
If it didn't mean anything, you wouldn't be saying. Everything is something, man. Everything is something. She's looking right at the camera. She's probably just uncomfortable because the camera's there. Like, if that camera weren't there, she'd be ripping her clothes off, and they'd be doing more. Believe me.
thinking about her, that he's holding her, and that, you know, that's like a pat on the back. That's like
She's rubbing his arm. Look at this.
That's how I think. And
She
so
took his hands.
really
Guys,
likes her.
stop it. She's full of shit. She's full of shit. She's full of shit. She's not gonna she's sticking her head in the sand. She said, "I'm not gonna entertain anything else." Well, you're not gonna, but sorry to break it to you, sweetie. They are holding hands and she's rubbing him. This is a consensual, intimate moment that obviously led into something more. Like, so she's full of shit. Let her stick her head in the sand and be left in the dust.
Scratching your back. That's how I think. And
If a man's doing that to you, what are you thinking? You think that's nothing? Is that nothing to entertain?
it really even entertain anything else.
Stick your head in the sand, sweetie. Ain't gonna change the facts that you're losing. Why is she doing that with her forehead? She's gonna have the wrinkliest forehead in the next 10 years or so. It's gonna be bad. She needs to stop doing that.
Trust me, dude, I don't like what I saw tonight.
And people that tend to like raise their friggin' eyebrows and their forehead muscles like that tend to be people that lie a lot. I learned that. I can't really say where I learned that because of contracts, but let's just know I've learned in certain places that people that tend to raise their eyebrows a lot to like be over accentuating whatever they're gonna say or believe in or like any point they're making usually are lying about it. They're doing that to make you believe what they're saying. That's all it is.
A lot of questions from Catherine about that, you know.
It's a defense mechanism.
Really liked her.
When I got back from Bonfire, I just try to talk to every guy and give them as many angles as I can possibly think of ways to look at what they saw or how they feel. I don't think she really likes him.
That was a passionate kiss, though. What she's not gonna see is he's a player. mean, there's not much I can do. I know right now I'm pretty much emotionally drained. It is more difficult to be here. I had no idea. I thought maybe Catherine was naive. I'm realizing that I'm...
Oh, stop it. Stop it. You thought maybe Catherine was naive, and I'm realizing that I'm a little naive. So he's trying to absolve her. So he's trying to say, oh, she didn't know what she was doing. Stupid little Catherine doesn't know any better. Like, believe me, bro. She knew what she was doing. He needs to see this whole season and play it back, which they all did. You better believe after the show's over, they all watched the season back to see what the hell is going on for real in their own lens, because you're not going to know. Each person is not going to actually tell you the truth. You're going to have to literally get those behind the scenes from like the producers. You're gonna have to like watch the shit online. Like, you're literally gonna have to do it yourself, because you're not gonna get the truth. And when you find what you find, you're not gonna like it. So he just has no idea.
As well. I think we all are in our own right.
Nah, you all know what you're doing. Just stop it.
Right now, and you want to go back and party your ass off, and I can't. It's like a dead end. So I'm like pissed off, big time. Tommy shared some emotions with us, which he rarely does.
And that's what you're supposed to do when you want to share emotions or you feel like you want to cry. Go talk to your boys. Unless you want to make your girl lose attraction for you, then you cry on her shoulder and you tell her your problems and watch her attraction for you dwindle little by little. Like, little did you know. Yeah, don't do that, guys. That's how you end your relationship. Don't be a bitch in front of your girl.
And I finally felt like I knew the guy a little bit better.
Tonight at Bonfire, I saw some guy lay on top of my girl. She was on her back.
And it's over. When you see that, it is over.
He was kissing her, tonguing her down, kissing her all on her neck.
Yeah, and they had sex, which we saw, and they cut it off before then. Like, why not show him that part so he can see what his girlfriend really is?
It was just really disturbing.
So that tells me he didn't know that his girl is a slut. She probably slept around on him too. If she was able to do this in front of cameras and knowing that he'd see it, that means she's done this before, like out in the real world with him. That means, because like, if she's has the balls to do this now, she's done this before, and it also shows she doesn't give a f. So, see you later.
Yeah, I'm just curious as to when that footage was taken, dude.
It doesn't matter when it was taken, but it was taken before anything. So just know that.
I pretty much have an idea because like the last few outings, dude, my girl wouldn't even look at me, dude. So I knew.
So then you know it was before then.
She was pissed off me, or she did something, like she felt guilty, dude. She wouldn't even make eye contact.
Well, we know she feels guilty. Remember, after she saw what he did, she's like, well, I can't feel bad or I can't be mad, right? So she was feeling guilty. Now she doesn't feel guilty anymore because she saw him doing something.
I don't think these girls made the first moves.
Nor should they. Like, they shouldn't, or else that would really display that they're a slut.
I like that.
True. As I said before, I've actually.
And we don't know that either. I think Catherine made the first move. If I'm being honest, I think Catherine made the first move. I don't think his girl made the first move, but she didn't stop nothing.
One or two girls here, but it wasn't to that degree. It wasn't to that level.
You gotta think of what kind of woman's gonna ease your mind, not what chick is the hottest chick.
Yeah.
The hottest chick is gonna make it rough on you.
He's actually, see, that's what I actually say all the time. But she has to look good, though. Like, she still has to look, she has to pass the boner test. Because if she doesn't give you a boner, then it's not going to work, guys. Like, I'm not saying every second of every moment, but when it's time to get down, if she doesn't give you a boner, then, it's not going to work. It's just not going to.
You got a good point, dude.
But yeah, you don't need the hottest girl. Like, that'll drive you insane. And the hotter they are, the less they are willing to be mothers and do the most.
You got a good point.
At first, I just thought like he was just ready to go party and get busy. But you know what? He had as many opportunities and he didn't.
I don't know why he's stressing over that slut. Because she is a slut. Make no mistake about it.
I sat back in my room and talked with Tommy and just discussed the whole issue. I was just empty.
Oh my God, Imundo. At least he's talking to Tommy and not to the women. He's getting better with that. Because they kept talking to the women about their problems. As if that's going to work.
this off for a while. When I got back to my room, first of all, I took off that silly necklace.
Finally, that shit should have been off the first day. Like, you don't need reminders of her. Like, why? She wanted to come here.
Mundo, he had the same feelings. Hear this. I renounce my
Oh, okay. It's the next part. Let's get to this part. I forgot that it splits it up. Huh? Oh. I know what happened.
little red necklace that's supposed to remind me of my girl.
The slut?
Stay there or
They both laughed because that laugh indicates that they're both over them. As they should be, because both of their girls are sluts.
I don't want to like wear anything that's supposed to be something that's symbolic to her.
A slut.
And it's that necklace.
It's just, it's disgusting watching her just be a slut on
Right
TV.
at this point, the way I'm feeling right now, you know, I could care less.
Couldn't care less, my man. That's the phrase. Because if you say I could care less, you could.
He's doing what I'm doing.
What's up, guys? Hello, Mark. Hi. Ladies just came back from bonfire. That was their last bonfire before their final decisions. Elections tomorrow. After that, many of you are going to go home. So,
Have to
some of
be
you
exact.
spent your last night here on the island. So that you know, there will not be an opportunity for the guys on the other side of the island to see anything that happens from this point till the end. Vice versa, you won't see anything that they do. Tonight is your last night here.
So that means there's going to be a lot of sex happening. Because they basically gave the girls the green light to be freaks. Look at some of their faces.
You won't see anything that they do.
Look at her. She's smiling.
From this point till the end.
See, look at that. She's ready to go. She's going to give it up again. And then let's look at her face. Let's investigate. Yeah, look at her. She's ready to go. She looked at the camera like, oh, really? So those two are going to get it in.
Right here,
Their faces say it all, guys. Like, just learn that shit, man.
final dates. Make the best of it. Have a good night, guys. That's all I got for you.
So they're basically like, I'll face the consequences later. They're going to get it in as much as they can. Because they're skanks. They value temporary validation over a long-lasting, fruitful relationship. That's how you know they're skanks. Temporary validation is literally short-term. It's short-term validation. It feels amazing, but it doesn't last. Long-term relationships and fulfillment, that's what lasts. That's where you actually get something from. You don't get shit from short-term fulfillment.
Tommy, may want to add that you're frisky. I'm very frisky.
It's very impulsive.
Last night was a good time. We had a really good closing last night. Party down by the beach, fires, and had a fun limbo contest. Had some music.
All right, everybody line up. It's limbo time.
It was kind of an emotional last night, right? Everyone got to say why they really appreciated being here.
Instead of having this big loud dance party where no one could talk, I think that we had a more intimate atmosphere.
Let's take it back to when we first had sex.
We ended up
On
going
the
to a hot
beach.
ocean, and I just think that we all stayed a little bit more focused on one another. We wanted to relish in the time that we had left. Oh my God, they're gonna get taken down right now.
Catherine and I were on the beach, and I know that she was acting a little different than she had been the last few days, and I had a feeling it was because of the video she saw.
You think?
Something in her, but I went on to talk about Edmundo with her. I guess maybe I pushed a little.
Never, ever, ever, ever talk about the boyfriend. That'll always get you in trouble, guys. Never, ever, ever, ever in a million years talk about the girl's boyfriend. Because the thing is, if she's willing to cheat with you, because I've been on that side plenty of times. The side I've been on the cheatee, basically. I've been on the side with the girl that's cheating on the guy. So if you talk about the boyfriend, it's over. She's not gonna have sex with you. But if you don't say shit and you move along with it, you're fine. So he's wrecking all his chances right now. He's basically pushing her back into Imundo's arms, and she's already contemplating it. He's only helping it now. He doesn't know it. I thought he knew better, but he doesn't.
A little too hard about it, and she got a little upset with me.
Never talk about the ex-boyfriend under any circumstances. I've done that before when I was younger, like when I was like maybe 20, 21. I've done that before, and I regret it, man. Like, missed out on a nice piece of ass all because I wanted to ask about her boyfriend. Stupidest thing ever. Never do that, guys. Never.
Some girls strap around his neck, kissing some girls' boobs. Is that what you gave permission to do?
He kind of got into my whole relationship and how.
Because, like, do you even care about the boyfriend anyway? The answer is no. So why do you, like, it's like, why are you even asking? It's like you think it's something nice to do, but you're ruining your shots of having sex with this hot girl. All because you want to ask a stupid question that's going to make her think about it and make her feel guilty. You don't want her to feel guilty about doing what she wants to do, which is sleeping with you. So once you make her feel guilty, it's over, guys. And she's not going to fuck you ever. Like, you might as well book it.
It hurt him and the guys to see me and, to see what has happened with the relationship, to hear what I say, to hear what Edmundo has said, to hear what Edmundo has done.
Which is stupid. It's none of his business. Like, and you're only helping Edmundo and not yourself. Anything that doesn't help you, you don't want to be doing it.
Like, stay with him. Even
Why are you asking him? And then these questions he's asking, she's willing to stay with him after all that shit. It's because of pre-selection. All those girls being all over him is showing her that he's worthy. So that's why. Pre-selection is going to win every single time. Sorry, Brian. Pre-selection is stronger than your words.
I'm not about, coming here and trying to sleep with somebody else's girlfriend. It's more about making her realize that she should not be with him and she should be with me. That's why everybody's been coming to you and saying,
Everybody, by everybody, he means himself. Like who cares what everyone is saying? It's about you two. He's ruining his shots. He sounds like a beta boy now. Like, this is something you never want to be doing, guys. Ever. You almost want to act like the ex-boyfriend doesn't matter at all. The more you do that, the more you win. If you show at all that he phases you, you lose, and she's gonna realize you're insecure.
To see that, they think I haven't opened my eyes to it. I asked him why couldn't he understand the fact that I had, a couple more days till this whole experience was over, and I wasn't going to make a decision right then.
Yeah, and pressing her and asking her and pestering her, that's not going to help you. That's also a feminine trait. That's something you don't want to ever be doing. Like, why are you pestering her? Like, you're not, like, first of all, she's the one that is the one that needs to be stepping up to your standards. So now he's put himself in a position where he's the one trying to show himself up to her, where he's qualifying to her. Like, you never want to do that, because now she thinks you're a bitch now. And now you're showing weakness. Like, why? Like, he was in a perfect position. Now he put himself in a position where he has to, win her over, when she's the one that needs to win you over. That's, like, you never want to be in that position. Now he's ruined. He has no idea he ruined it.
Well, I think I definitely made a mistake getting too much into Catherine.
You think? You should never in a million years do that. He fucked up really bad. He's going to really feel that one.
Mundo's relationship rather than furthering ours.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
Have strong feelings for Rossi.
You're a moron. I thought he knew better.
Along really well. She might decide after spending some time with me that she does have something with him and it's stronger than what she had with me.
Well, you know what? You fucked up. You should have never brought him up. Especially after she just saw a video on him. That's the last thing you should be speaking about. Unless you're not trying to get laid. If you're not trying to get laid, then you did the right thing, buddy. She's cute.
Mark came over and told us that we would have a one last shot for one last night. Just kind of
So he's going to look for the hottest one.
embrace one another
Well, he already smashed that one girl.
Because we learned about each other and we all.
She's
you know,
cute
walked
too.
away from this experience
Out of all of them, she's probably the most potential of being a wife. Out of all of them.
knowing something better about herself.
Look, she's feminine. She's soft-spoken. She's not a slut. She doesn't overtalk. Soft-spoken voice. Everything about her. She doesn't take the lead. She just follows. Like, that's perfect.
Form this great relationship between all of us, and it's something I'll never forget.
She doesn't make it about her. See how she's about everyone else? That's what a wife does. A wife is selfless. A wife worries about herself last. Like, I think about my grandmas and my mom and all the women in my family that are married. Not in this generation. I'm talking, like, older. Like, maybe, like, not boomer, but I forget the generation after that. I forget what you call them. But that generation and beyond, they like when they serve dinner, they serve the whole family first. They serve the man and then the kids and then everyone, and they eat the scraps. They get last. That's their motivation. The family, everyone else first, them last. That's a wife, guys. That's how you get fulfillment. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Whenever the woman's thriving more than the man, the relationship's gonna end. When the man is thriving, you're both winning. That's the way it goes.
Cozy and had a great time and danced and acted stupid, and it was fun.
I think the fact that we let loose for a little while is probably good, but in the end, Catherine is definitely in my mind, and I think we're both kind of getting lost in the moment at times. There's been a lot of hurt, and there's been a lot of wonder and concern. I think I've done some things that I wasn't completely comfortable with or happy with, but I learned. It was a learning experience.
Definitely some feelings about Nicole's changed. And things that she does, affects me mentally, emotionally, all that stuff. And my first reaction is to, basically get even, get with some other girl. And that would just kind of make the pain go away. But I don't think that's probably the route that I'll take.
This was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, and now I've noticed some of my faults, and I've discovered that they can be changed. And
So he's being a little uptight. He's realizing it.
emotional attachment's a million times stronger than physical attraction. And yeah, I didn't give a lot of girls that chance, and
So in other words, he's being a bitch, and he's acknowledging it.
I finally let it happen, and I felt comfortable with it.
So in other words, he likes her more than his girl, as he should, because she's just better for him, guys. Let's be honest.
It's really hot. We were all kind of just sweating and dancing, drinking, and it's a little humid out. So I
She's
kinda
cute.
just skated in, let's go in the ocean. Of course, Amanda and Camille, the two freakos of the bunch, they just stripped down naked, full on naked, boobs and butt and everything. And they're like, come on, let's go. It was probably the most I've laughed in a really long time, and it felt so good because we were couldn't even breathe. The water is so beautiful here at night. It's so warm. You can see all the stars. It's like a planetarium. It goes all the way down to the horizon. It was beautiful.
We couldn't get our jeans on after we took our clothes off to go to the ocean, so we didn't have towels or anything, so we just grabbed our
Ew.
clothes
See,
and
she
tucked
is
it
not
to
appealing, guys. Look at this. She's not appealing. She's not appealing at all. At all. And her eyes are drawn out, too, a little bit.
towels or anything, so we just grabbed our clothes and just chucked it to.
Look at her shoulders.
Used in the shower.
Look at her shoulders, guys. She has bigger traps than me, guys. That is not attractive at all. Faded collarbones and literally huge traps like this. I don't even think my football shoulder pads could fit on her, honestly.
We didn't have towels or anything, so we just grabbed our clothes. and
Damn,
just,
her traps are up to her mid-neck.
used in the shower.
That's crazy. That is not feminine at all.
It's the wrong band that busted into my bathroom. I don't know, I
Look at
just
those
saw it,
fucking
was
traps.
yelling, and I pulled the curtain back to take a look. It was Camille.
And Amundo showing that he's a pimp again. The girls just gravitate towards him. They all literally are topless, naked, and they gravitate towards Imundo, not the other guys. He's a chick magnet. His girl's gonna want him so much more. They're helping his relationship. They just don't know it, or they don't care,
It's kind of funny.
or they're trying to ruin the relationship. They didn't say no.
Pull stuff like that out of the hat.
Some wrong bandits were out on the
A
loose.
lot of sweet ass near you, bro.
Wanting to expose themselves and just having a good time.
But they're obviously trying to get picked for that final date. That's why they're going a little over the top.
To be adventurous and to get out there and do things that you normally
But that's not going to get you picked by a man. They think acting crazy and more promiscuous is going to get you picked, but it's not. It's actually disqualifying them. Like, the guys will have sex with you and have fun with you, but they're not going to pick you on that final date for doing that. They're going to pick the more reserved girl.
It was fun, it was romantic, it was sexy, and it was great. It was great to share that with Mark. He's really wonderful. And my first attraction to him was like physical, but just
Obviously,
getting to know him
it's
as a person,
supposed to
he's
be.
taught me so much about myself. We've really connected at a different level.
What level is that?
She's a beautiful woman. When I first saw her, I thought that she was totally my type. She was so striking and so
What,
beautiful.
hot? She's every guy's type. She's hot. What the hell?
Probably did fall for her. And then
Like,
I
no
started
guy's turning her down.
And I started clicking back to Kelly. And now that it's coming to an end, the more I think about Kelly. We basically hung out in the ocean for a while, and then I went over to Debbie's place and we hung out and kind of kissed and cuddled for the night.
Kind of kissed and cuddled. Kind of kissed and cuddled for the night, so that means they got it in, guys.
Which scares me because
They're not even wearing clothes. Like, of course they got it in.
I don't think she's bonded with some guy like me and Debbie have.
Bro, why is he naked with all those guys around? That's kind of weird. That's so weird, dude. I'd get out of that pool right away. That's just weird.
The last couple days, we've really gotten to know each other pretty well.
Oh, Kelly?
Time together, and I think it's become really obvious.
So, oh, that's the new girl. So, the older new girl. Or older looking, anyway. Oh, yo. What's her name? Catherine's gonna get pissed because she's so controlling. Bro, she's gonna get pissed. You better hope Catherine don't find out, because a girl like that, how narcissistic she is, she'll tear up your whole room. I know women like that.
Ali, but I really hadn't had the time to get to know Ali on a more intimate, detailed
Oh,
level.
that's Ali. I thought that was Brian.
There's just something about Ali's eyes, like I can.
All right, never mind. I thought this was Brian.
And when I see his eyes, I'm just like, wow.
If that were Brian, that was gonna be a problem. But either way, this is a problem for the other guy. Look at this. She's straddling him. You just met this guy. You're coochie to dick already. Like, damn.
I feel really comfortable.
All you gotta do is tell this girl she's beautiful and she's giving it to you. Like, she's one of those girls. Like, we've all met that type of girl before. Like, she's easy. And like, this is not helping your relationship. Your guy's gonna realize how easy of a girl you are. Like, you're just one of those girls that you just have to say, oh, you're beautiful, and then you'll give it to us. Like, that's it. Like, girls like you are all over the place. Like, no. Like, that's not a wife. A girl that's so loose that any guy has a chance just if you say the right thing. Like, no. Like, you gotta have standards. This is very telling, though. This is very telling. Just because you're getting to know a guy doesn't mean you have to get sexual with him. She thinks just because she's getting to know a guy that they automatically gotta like lay in bed or kiss, or everything is sexual with her. Like, and you could tell she's the instigator every time. Like,
Kelly completely caught me off guard. I can't
see, he said she caught me off guard because he wasn't expecting it. So she's the aggressor here. She's the one that's trying extra hard, man. So this is bad. She's definitely a fast girl.
excitement, man. I was shaking. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it right now.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know about Kelly. Her face is just too old looking. She's got a decent body, but I don't know, man.
going through together was a lot bigger than any of us ever thought it would be.
Oh, so they're about to pick who they... Oh, look, who's packing up? Is this the ugly girl? Wait, who's the one with the suitcase? Because whoever did that, she knows she's out of there.
So it's back to reality, I guess.
Oh, back home?
It's just the strangest feeling.
Oh, yeah, this is the ugly one. She's crying because she knows she's going home. Her and the redhead and that 35-year-old are definitely going home. I'm not sure after that who the fourth one is.
Since we've been on this island, I think everyone...
Definitely for a fact. And maybe that one girl that gave it up really quick to Raimundo, that one blonde. Those will probably be the four that go. Oh my God, I got so close to you. It's only been 3 weeks. Oh my God.
I can say that.
I don't think she's going anywhere. She's got the looks. And we don't hear a lot about her, so that's good. Like, so the less we hear about them, the better it is for them. Like, if we're hearing about them, that means they're causing drama. They talk too much. They're too loud, masculine. It's just not good. Like, it's better that you're behind the scenes, and that shows that you're most likely feminine and act right. So I don't think she has anything to worry about. Because we haven't seen too much of her. And that other girl that I said was, I forget all their names. I think it's Melissa or whatever. I'm not sure. But that one girl that I said was a potential wife, we haven't heard much from her. So that's a good thing. That means they stay quiet, they're reserved, they're not too loud. That's beautiful.
And that's one thing that I've learned is that I shouldn't judge people right off the bat and make all these decisions up about them before I get to know them.
Yeah, she's definitely gone. Too many red flags with her. And she's not good looking at all.
I'm not just gonna walk off into the little sunset.
So glad
What does that mean? Are you going to cause a ruckus?
I got to know all you guys.
Or does that mean you're going to... Let's just wait and see.
One of us found each other and it wasn't about sleeping around.
You're right. Even though she's the one that was on tape having sex with Tommy. Like, come on now. She can't even say that with a straight face. She is not good looking. She's hard on the eyes.
And how they experience life, their emotions, feelings of love.
This is bitch babble. Like, what are we even talking about here? What is she saying? I don't think either of those two... Wait, let me see. Out of these two, she's not going anywhere. She might because she's older, I think. That's the only reason. If she were like 10 years younger, she wouldn't be going anywhere.
Make any decisions up yet?
Because these picks that the guys make are about guys they potentially can truly see themselves with.
As far as how it's going to turn out.
Like, unless you met that older girl while she was younger, you just can't do that. Like, it's different when you meet them when they're younger. But if they're old and you're meeting them, that's not going to work for you.
You know, some of the girls are crying. They know that our little island is going to be...
And then it should be making you ask, why aren't you already married? Like, it's just too many questions.
I'm sad about that, but in the same light, you know, I'm kind of ready to face reality and kind of ready to
So he's ready to break up with that narc.
take the next step.
And break up with the narc. I think he's done with her. He looks like a guy that's relieved. I could be wrong. Who knows? We got to see how this last date ends. Like, who knows? Maybe it is traumatic and bad, but who knows? I think it's going to be well for him. I think he's going to move on, as he should. His girlfriend is one of the worst type of human beings. All right, let's move this along a little bit. Oh, they're doing their picks now. Let's just fast forward.
Now you're going to spend your time on this final day, this dream off the chart.
Yeah, they're picking right now, guys. Let's see who they pick. Let's not waste any time. So it's the girls coming out.
To be his date for this very important final leg of this experience. Now it's time to make the choice.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be the redhead is gone, the ugly girl, that fast blondie, and then the old girl are gonna go home. I think.
Start by saying I feel really
We don't care. Just pick who you're gonna pick. Let's just see who he picks. I don't want to waste too much time. Yeah, that's the wife right there. This is the wifey that I was saying. She's probably the number one out of all of them, with the number one chance of being a wife. with just the way she is. Obviously, she's still gonna need some more training, but as is, something to work with. She's fit, she's feminine, she's friendly, and seems to be cooperative and childless. And most of all, not a slut. That's not a surprise.
There's so much about him, it's so hard to sum it up in words.
And the only reason I'd say that girl that they just showed, that model, the only reason she's gonna go is because she's a model and she's too hot. You know, that's just not. It's you can already that wouldn't last. She'll a girl like that. She gets dick all the time. She'll get bored with you. Like you can't be with a girl that's gonna get bored.
We're very comfortable when we talk.
All right, let's do the next pick. And Imundo, I know for a fact he didn't have sex with this girl yet, and which is why he likes her. She didn't give it up too quickly. All right, let's see. Oh, we know who he's picking. It's that girl he's been talking to. It's the girl he's been with the whole time, that short girl. Oh, what? I guess she's not short. I thought she was short, but yeah, I knew it was her. It's that girl. She's going home. That girl right there, right here. But yeah, this girl, he was with her the whole time. I thought she was shorter. God dang. She's taller than him almost. But yeah, she got a nice body. She's on point. She's definitely on point. They're literally picking the best of the best out of all of them. She's a model actress. That's why he's into the hot girls. I don't know about this one, actually. I don't think this is going to last. She's a model actress, guys. So you don't know if she's going to be real or when she's acting. You just don't know. This is definitely a risk. Like I can see why he did it. She's hot as hell, but dude, she's a model actress. Like you're going to have some trouble. And there's going to be so many guys on her. Look at her. She's playing with her hair now, so you don't even know if she's being genuine now. Like she knows exactly what to do, when to do it, because she's an actress. But like, of course, he can't resist her looks. Let's see who the other two picked, but I don't think that one's gonna last. But he's gonna have his fun for tonight, at least. And she's definitely, one thing we can all agree on, she's definitely better than Kelly. Way better looking than Kelly. Kelly is just shot. Just pick who you want, dude. Who's he picking? Oh, good choice. Good choice. 23 student. Yep. See, guys? That's what it comes down to. Looks, age, and the way you act every single time. How do you look? How do you act? And how old are you? Usually, that's how men pick.
I wasn't expecting it because I didn't know what his thought processes were. Maybe
See, she's feminine, fit,
something from me, or maybe
friendly, cooperative, childless, and not a slut. And completely hot. So, perfect. Let's see how that goes. And the common theme is here, guys. Every single one of the girls they picked is an upgrade from what they got in the looks department, and the way they act department as well. These women that they picked act better, look better, and that's all that matters. Like that's really all that matters. The women that they have now are terrible, terrible women.
Now it's on you, John. What do you think?
We know who he's picking. It's that girl that he was laying down with. Yeah, we knew it was going to be her. He was with her the whole time. That's the ugly girl. Why is she wearing those shades? Those shades are ugly. Those are not flattering at all.
John and I, we've enjoyed each other's
Like, someone should have told her, man.
I think it was almost like we were afraid to be together at some points.
Nayla.
I mean, at least on my part, I kind of was. I'm definitely willing to.
She's definitely a cutie.
I thank you. And I know
But like I said, they're all upgrades from what they have. The girls, obviously their girlfriends will think otherwise, but that's because they are taking a loss. Women can't take L's. But these are way better women for who these men are. I think they're just better matches, you know. Their personalities fit better. That's just what it is. I think this is the end. Oh, they got the girls out here. I have a feeling they're going to cliffhang us. Let's see their picks.
Until the time to go home is he significant or reuniting with your boyfriend.
They're ending it here, so we'll see this next time, guys.
The last episode before the couple's final decisions. Tensions mount as the girls are forced to make their heart-wrenching choices for dream dates.
You choose one person for you, and everybody else goes away.
Setting the stage for the most intense 24 hours yet.
I care about you. I think you're an amazing guy.
As the
But
reformed couples indulge the most exotic and intimate settings of Costa Rica.
And it was heaven. I almost felt like we were the only two there in the world.
oh my god.
Filled with passion,
I was laying in his arms.
Passion means sex.
Last night.
their relationships will be thrust into complete turmoil.
When you're next to each other
So a lot of relationships are ending, in other words.
and you have those feelings, you follow through on them.
Everything's
So that means they had sex.
different now.
Oh, look at her eye, guys. Looks like she has literally black eyes, bro. Like, that's terrible. What's up with her eyes, dude? Like, that's not a good look at all.
I feel different.
I have a girlfriend I love. I have a girl over here, and I'm sorry.
Bro, you do not love your girlfriend. Like, just stop it. Just admit that you like this girl more and you needed an excuse. Just admit it, guys.
I'm gonna fall for her. Life's not fair all the time, I guess.
And everything
Yeah, so he's moving on.
they hold dear will be on the line as they face that one moment
It's scary when you realize that you don't need somebody in your life.
that will change
No, you don't want them. Like, just stop it. Like, just say you don't want them. That's just her not taking accountability in the smallest way.
them forever.
I saw you going in her room with a guy. I'm
Yeah, so that means it's over. And that was the excuse he needed, guys. I told you he was looking for an excuse to leave this girl because you can't just leave her if she's a good woman. If she's being good to you, right, and everything's good, but you're just not attracted to her, you're going to be a douchebag to just leave her. So he was just like, I can't just leave her for no reason. So this is the reason. He made one up. He came on the show, knew that she'd get tempted, and technically, yeah, she's a slut. So you got to move on. So, yeah, she did it to herself. If she'd sat there, like, for instance, let's say she didn't do what she did. Let's say she never went in bed with those guys, and she never basically straddled that guy and put her coochie right on him, and just all the shit she did. Let's say she didn't do any of it and just said, nah, I'm just going to just chill and because I love my man, like I said, and I want him to see I'm not a slut. If she just did that, he would have no choice but to go back home with her because then he would look like the dick. But obviously she would take him back because of the pre-selection. But like if she did nothing wrong at all and hooked up with no one, he would have to take her back. But the fact that she gave in, now that's his basically his free pass to let her go. Because he didn't want to be with her anymore. I can tell, guys. And that's the way that ends, boys. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to join me for episode 9, I believe. I don't know. And also, we're going to be doing the new season as well. I figured out a way to get it done. And we going to get her done.